Holy moly, the rate of fire is insane! Hello, what's up guys, I'm your host Gordon and welcome to another one of my video. Today we got ourselves an R2 foam dive blaster, basically a tinier version of the V6 emission blaster. FYI, this is the V6. Okay, to those who are new to the channel, this channel is all about foam dive blaster, gel blaster as well as water blaster. If you like the content so far, feel free to smash the like button because it will help the channel a lot in terms of YouTube algorithm. And while you're at it and it is free in the same time, also smash the subscribe button as well as the notification bell because I will be posting video every Saturday. And at the same time, every Saturday I will be doing a little shout out for my viewers who leave comment in the comment section down below. So feel free to flood the comment section. For this Saturday, I will have to thank Korn, CODM and Heroes and Bot for always supporting this channel. And Classimon Music, regarding your question about the cap blaster, I'll try my best and see if I can get any of those on the channel. Just like how Mac Potato is always able to get me one of these for almost every Saturday's review. Mac Potato is a local Malaysia online foam dive blaster seller who sells rare imported foam dive blaster just like this one. So if you guys are interested to get yourself one of these, feel free to visit Mac Potato's website. And if you wanted to know more about future blaster release, Mac Potato started a Discord server, feel free to join in as well. The links will be provided in the descriptions down below. In the box, we've got the blaster itself, a 20-round magazine, a fake suppressor, a fake reflex sight, a laser, a smaller reflex sight, a side Picatinny adapter, battery and charger, and 20 darts. To put in the fake suppressor, align it with the blaster and twist it in place. To put in the side Picatinny adapter, just snap it in. Snap in the sight, slide in the smaller sight, and the laser. The battery compartment is located under the blaster. Unscrew the cover, open up the cover, connect the battery, put the battery in. The battery compartment is a little tight, you will have to use a little bit of force. Close the cover, screw it tight, and this is how the blaster looks like with everything installed. Okay, first look at the blaster. As you can see, the silhouette of the blaster, definitely I would say it didn't really look too much like the original V6. Well, maybe only the front part over here, but the rest of the blaster looks pretty much like a brand new design. Basically, I would say that the entire silhouette of the blaster looks like something from a science fiction movie. Especially when we take a look at the left hand side of the blaster, we got this on-off knob over here, which kind of makes the entire design looks really futuristic. Yes, I did say that this is an on-off knob. In order to turn on the blaster, you will have to twist the knob just like so. Just like the V6, this blaster is flywheel powered, but unlike the V6, this blaster only comes with a pair of motor. But hey, don't let that fool you. Based on the sound of the revving, it is loud and it sounds like this blaster can actually perform quite well. We're definitely going to test it out later. Overall, I would say that the build quality of this blaster is actually not bad. The entire blaster is made out of plastic, but I would say that this is more of a higher quality plastic. This is not toy level plastic. But speaking about material usage, the buttstock over here is unfortunately made out of plastic as well. But I would say that this buttstock is actually not too important, especially for adult user. I'm gonna tell you why. This is more of a 2-in-1 blaster situation, which means that this blaster can be used by adults as a secondary blaster, and second for children as a primary blaster. That's why the buttstock came in handy. As you can see, the length of the buttstock, no matter how hard you try to look at it, it is not for adult. You see, shouldering the buttstock is a little bit too tight for me, but when you actually let a 10-year-old to shoulder this blaster, it fits in just fine. Okay, here is where the 2-in-1 come in. This buttstock over here is an adjustable buttstock, as you can see, but you might think that you can push this buttstock all the way in and use it as a single-handed blaster. Wrong! You see, as a full-grown adult over here, if you push the buttstock all the way in and try to use it as a single-handed blaster, the buttstock actually interrupts with your hand. So I would say that the correct way to use this blaster, you need to press the button literally right under the buttstock over here and remove the buttstock entirely. And there you go, a suitable secondary blaster. And of course, if you plan to use this as a secondary, definitely I will not run this fake barrel over here. So basically, if you actually remove this, oh yeah, it becomes so small, and basically this, we got a cool, high performance, high rate of fire secondary blaster. Oh yeah! Other than that, being a 2-in-1 blaster, the blaster also comes with a pretty comfortable grip. And the trigger pull is nice. This is definitely one of those clicky switchy triggers. The mag release button is located right in front of the flywheel revving trigger, which actually give you two styles of releasing the magazine. First, you can use the generic way by just using another hand of yours and just click on the button and just pull the magazine out just like so. The second way, you can actually use the one-handed mag releasing. Since the button is literally located in front of the revving trigger, you can basically use your middle finger and just press it and basically just let the magazine fall off. That's a lot cooler, man. The blaster over here only comes with one firing mode, which is a full fat auto. The only way to do single fire is of course trigger discipline. Just like so. It is kind of hard because of the high rate of fire. Having this kind of rate of fire, emptying a magazine is easy task. That's why we need a high capacity magazine. This magazine might look like a tiny magazine, but don't let the looks fool you. This is a 20 round magazine. Again, here comes the similarity of this blaster and the V6. This blaster also comes with a double stack magazine, which is why I'm able to jam in 20 darts in such a small package, which of course in the same time make this blaster a very suitable sidearm. Other than the blaster itself, the accessories that came with the blaster can be quite useful, especially when you already own a V6 emission. Okay, probably except the buttstock, but the rest of it is actually not bad. First of all, we have a slanted Picatinny rail, adapter attachment thing over here, which allows you to, install two kinds of reflex sight in the same time. That is cool stuff. And speaking about Picatinny rail, the blaster comes with a roll of Picatinny rail right on top of the blaster, except like the middle part, because this is where the unjamming door was located. Through the unjamming door over here, we can see the internals a little bit. Seems like this blaster comes with a concave and ribbed flywheel, which is a good inclusion. We got another set of Picatinny rail right under the blaster for, lasers or flashlight or something like that. And the second accessory that I say that it would be useful is this barrel extension over here. This is no friction fit barrel extension. This is a really cool looking one, by the way. And if you guys already own a V6 emission just like me, and at the same time you don't like to run the blaster with the additional blaster extension over here. This is not a barrel extension. This is literally a blaster extension, which makes the blaster massive. This over here might be a very good replacement because as you can see, this is my V6 setup. After removing the entire blaster extension and run it like this, it looks kind of weird. But if we actually use this over here, it makes this blaster look so cool. I mean, this looks like a proper SMG right now, even though this is a pretty thick and huge SMG. Even though that all the mechanism seems to be similar with the V6 over here, there are actually some different, which is the ammunition. The V6 over here uses a full-length dart, which is something that you can get it easily, but this blaster over here uses a shortened dart, which is basically slightly longer than a half-length dart. If you have a lot of full-length dart lying around, you can just cut them in size to fit in the magazine. Getting those kind of darts back in the days might be an issue, but right now it is widely available. You can even get it from Mac Potato if you want to. Overall, I would say that I'm really happy with the entire package. So I guess that's all about the quirks and features, so without further ado, let us go test the blaster out. Okay, we are back. So the performance of the blaster is actually not bad. The blaster can actually shoot from 90 FPS all the way to 102 FPS. A 20 round high rate of fire sidearm that can go over 100 FPS. How cool is that? The accuracy of the blaster, I wouldn't say that it is really good, but in 7 to 8 meters, the accuracy is actually not bad. Hitting a target is actually not too difficult. But seriously, if you were to use this as a secondary, basically an emergency blaster, chances of you using this blaster in that kind of distance, I mean 7 to 8 meters, is pretty slim of a chance. Because as long as your opponent knows that you ran out of ammo, they will literally rush you, and probably the engagement range is around 4 to 5 meters. And 4 to 5 meters hitting your opponent with this kind of rate of fire and an FPS, holy moly, it's gonna be brutal. And with that kind of distance and rate of fire, I don't think aiming is necessary anymore. 4 to 5 meters, hitting a target is no problem. In my case, operating this blaster, so far I did not encounter any jams, which is a good thing. I did hear stories about like the feeding consistency of this blaster, but so far my unit over here don't really encounter any feeding issue at all. In the testing process, I think I fired around like 300 rounds or something like that. So far I did not encounter any consistency issue yet. Overall, I'm actually really happy with the blaster over here. Chances of me using this as a secondary is kinda high right now. In the same time, the blaster also passes the wall test. As you can see, it looks really nice because of the silhouette of the blaster and the color combination. Basically, I don't really have too much of a complaint with this blaster, but if I really need to find something to complain about this blaster over here, is probably the battery compartment is a little bit tight. You actually need to finagle the battery in the battery compartment with a little bit of force. Other than that, I don't think I have too much to complain about it. So yep, that's all today guys. If you like this video so far, do remember to smash the like button, and in the same time while you are at it, do remember to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell because I will be posting video every Saturday. Hey, not forget to flood the comment section because I will be picking a couple of you guys for every Saturday shout out. So yep, Gordon's checking out. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Adios guys!